Imagine yourself transported to the Middle Ages, an era of imposing castles, epic battles, and legendary heroes. At the heart of this setting, we find the Great Catalan Company, one of the first and most fascinating free companies in history. But what do we really know about the daily life of the soldiers who made up this formidable force? Beyond the battles and conquests, who were these men and how did they live their everyday lives? Have you ever wondered what it was like to wake up every day in a medieval encampment, surrounded by your fellow soldiers? Or what these soldiers did to keep morale high amidst so many adversities? Prepare to discover fascinating details that go beyond armor and swords, revealing the human side of these warriors. As we explore the daily routine of these soldiers, we will delve into a world where each day was a struggle for survival, but also a moment of camaraderie and resilience. We will learn about their meals, their leisure activities, and the challenges they faced, both physical and emotional. And in doing so, we will transform our view of medieval military life, showing that these soldiers were not just fighters, but individuals with their own stories, hopes, and dreams. Before we dive into the daily life of the soldiers, it is essential to understand the context in which the Great Catalan Company emerged and operated. Formed in the early 14th century, this company of mercenaries was primarily composed of Catalan and Aragonese soldiers who, after fighting in the Sicilian Wars, found themselves unemployed. Under the leadership of Roger de Flor, an experienced military commander, these men united to offer their services to the Byzantine Empire, which faced threats from the Ottoman Turks. The Great Catalan Company quickly distinguished itself for its effectiveness and ferocity in battle, becoming a feared and respected force throughout the region. Its structure differed from traditional military forces of the time. They were a free company, meaning they fought by contract, without fixed loyalty to a single kingdom or lord. This flexibility allowed them to move quickly and accept missions on their own terms, making them a versatile and adaptable force. The company was organized hierarchically, with Roger de Flor in command, followed by captains and officers leading different units. Each soldier had a specific role, from knights to archers and infantry, all working together to ensure success in battles. This efficient organization was crucial for the survival and effectiveness of the company, enabling them to face complex challenges and powerful adversaries. The historical context of the Great Catalan Company is marked by conflicts and ever-changing alliances. They fought in territories that are now part of Greece, Turkey, and Bulgaria, leaving a lasting legacy in each region they passed through. Their presence not only altered the course of battles, but also influenced local culture and society, creating an impact that can still be felt centuries later. With this backdrop in mind, let's now explore what the daily routine of these soldiers was like, the challenges they faced, and the strategies they used to survive and thrive in a world of constant conflict. The daily life of the soldiers in the Great Catalan Company was marked by a rigorous and well-structured routine, essential for maintaining discipline and the efficiency of the troop. Each day began at dawn, with soldiers awakening to the sound of trumpets or commands from captains. The first task of the day was to check equipment, a crucial practice to ensure everything was in order for any eventuality. Weapons and armor were inspected and cleaned, while horses were fed and prepared for the day. After inspection, the soldiers dedicated themselves to physical and military training. Combat exercises, formation practices, and battle simulations were common, keeping the men fit and prepared for real combat. These trainings not only strengthened the body, but also the mind, promoting discipline and cohesion among the soldiers. Camaraderie was strengthened during these moments, creating bonds of trust and loyalty that were vital in battle situations. Beyond training, maintaining the camp was a constant task. Soldiers were responsible for setting up and taking down tents, cooking, fetching water and firewood, and caring for the wounded. Each member of the company had a specific role, and collaboration was essential for the smooth functioning of the group. The organization of the camp reflected the hierarchy of the company, with designated areas for different units and functions. Food was a crucial aspect of the daily routine. Meals were simple but nutritious, mainly consisting of bread, dried or salted meat that could be stored for long periods without spoiling. Fruits and vegetables were consumed whenever possible, depending on the season and the region where the company was camped. These foods provided essential nutrients to maintain the energy and resilience of the soldiers. Preparing meals was a collective activity, with groups of soldiers responsible for cooking for their comrades. Fires were lit to cook meats and broths, and large pots were used to prepare stews and soups. Water was a vital resource, and soldiers were trained to find safe sources and purify it when necessary. Hygiene in food preparation was crucial to prevent diseases, and practices such as washing hands and keeping utensils clean were encouraged. Health was a constant challenge. Battle injuries were common, and treatment was often rudimentary, limited to available resources. Healers and company doctors used herbs and medicinal plants to treat wounds and diseases. Prevention was the best strategy, with an emphasis on personal hygiene and maintaining a clean camp. Diseases like dysentery and fever were real threats, and constant vigilance was necessary to detect and isolate cases quickly. The daily routine of the soldiers in the Great Catalan Company was intense and demanding, but also filled with moments of camaraderie and resilience. These men were not just warriors. They were individuals who shared a life of challenges and achievements, united by a sense of purpose and loyalty. Understanding this routine offers us a more human and complete view of medieval military life, highlighting the strength and determination of these soldiers amidst adversities. The diet of the soldiers in the Great Catalan Company was a fundamental aspect of maintaining the strength and health of the troop. The diet was simple but balanced, adapted to the available conditions and resources. Bread was a staple food, consumed daily, often accompanied by dried or salted meat that could be stored for long periods without spoiling. Fruits and vegetables were consumed whenever possible, depending on the season and the region where the company was camped. These foods provided essential nutrients to maintain the energy and resilience of the soldiers. Preparing meals was a collective activity, with groups of soldiers responsible for cooking for their comrades. Fires were lit to cook meats and broths, and large pots were used to prepare stews and soups. Water was a vital resource, and soldiers were trained to find safe sources and purify it when necessary. Hygiene in food preparation was crucial to prevent diseases, and practices such as washing hands and keeping utensils clean were encouraged. The health of the soldiers was a constant challenge. Battle injuries were common, and treatment was often rudimentary, limited to available resources. Healers and company doctors used herbs and medicinal plants to treat wounds and diseases. Prevention was the best strategy, with an emphasis on personal hygiene and maintaining a clean camp. Diseases like dysentery and fever were real threats, and constant vigilance was necessary to detect and isolate cases quickly. Beyond physical challenges, the mental health of the soldiers was equally important. Military life was stressful, with the constant threat of battles and distance from home and family. Moments of leisure and camaraderie were essential to relieve stress and keep morale high. Games, music, and stories shared around campfires helped create a sense of community and belonging, strengthening the bonds among the soldiers. Food and health were fundamental pillars in the daily routine of the soldiers in the Great Catalan Company. The ability to adapt to available conditions and maintain healthy practices was crucial for the survival and success of the company. These men, beyond being warriors, were survivors, using their knowledge and resources to face the challenges of medieval military life. The life of the soldiers in the Great Catalan Company was not just about battles and training. Moments of camaraderie and leisure were equally important for maintaining morale and group cohesion. Amidst the adversities of military life, these moments of relaxation served as a release valve, allowing soldiers to unwind and strengthen their bonds. Leisure activities varied depending on available resources and the soldiers' creativity. Board games and card games were popular, providing hours of entertainment and healthy competition. Music also played a crucial role, with soldiers playing instruments and singing songs that reminded them of their homelands, easing homesickness and strengthening group spirit. Stories and tales were shared around campfires, creating an environment of storytelling and imagination. These moments allowed soldiers to express their emotions and share experiences, fostering a sense of community and belonging. Sharing stories also helped preserve the culture and traditions of each soldier, keeping their roots alive in a distant environment. Camaraderie was strengthened not only during leisure moments, but also in daily activities. Teamwork in maintaining the camp and during training created an atmosphere of cooperation and mutual support. Soldiers learned to trust each other, knowing that in times of need, they could count on their comrades' support. These moments of camaraderie and leisure were essential for the soldiers' mental health, helping them cope with stress and the pressures of military life. The ability to find joy and comfort amidst difficulties was a testament to the resilience and strength of these men. Through these bonds, they became more than just battle companions. They became a family, united by a common purpose and unwavering loyalty. Camaraderie and leisure were, therefore, vital components of the daily life of the soldiers in the Great Catalan Company, providing not just moments of relaxation, but also strengthening the bonds that kept them united and resilient amidst the challenges of medieval military life. The life of the soldiers in the Great Catalan Company was marked by numerous challenges and adversities that went beyond battles and training. These men faced extreme conditions, both physical and emotional, that tested their resilience and determination daily. One of the biggest challenges was physical health. Battle injuries were frequent, and treatment was often limited to the resources available in the camp. Healers used herbs and medicinal plants to treat wounds, but the lack of advanced medical knowledge made recovery a slow and painful process. Additionally, diseases like dysentery and fever were common, requiring constant vigilance to prevent outbreaks. Climatic conditions also posed a significant challenge. Soldiers often faced extremes of heat and cold, depending on the region where they were camped. Adapting to these conditions was crucial for survival, and soldiers learned to use available natural resources to protect themselves and stay warm or cool. Emotional adversities like homesickness and distance from loved ones deeply affected the soldiers. Military life kept them away from their families for long periods, and uncertainty about the future created a constant atmosphere of anxiety. Letters and messages were rare, and communication with the outside world was limited, increasing feelings of isolation. The psychological pressure of impending battles and the constant threat of danger also weighed heavily on the soldiers. The need to always be alert and prepared for combat created a state of continuous tension. Camaraderie and moments of leisure were essential to alleviate this pressure, providing a sense of normalcy and comfort amidst the chaos. Scarcity of resources was another significant challenge. Food and supplies were often limited, requiring rationing and careful planning. The ability to adapt and survive with the bare minimum was a crucial skill that soldiers developed over time. Despite these challenges, the resilience and determination of the soldiers in the Great Catalan Company were remarkable. They faced each adversity with courage and unity, using their knowledge and resources to overcome obstacles and maintain group cohesion. This ability to adapt and resist was a testament to human spirit strength, making these men true heroes of their time. The equipment and weapons used by the soldiers in the Great Catalan Company were essential for their survival and effectiveness in combat. Each soldier was equipped with various items that reflected their role within the company, from offensive weapons to protective gear and maintenance tools. Offensive weapons included swords, lances, and bows, each with a specific purpose on the battlefield. Swords were used in close combat, while lances were effective against enemy cavalry. Archers played a crucial role, providing cover from a distance and weakening enemy lines before direct engagement. Maintaining these weapons was a daily task, with soldiers responsible for sharpening blades, repairing bows, and ensuring everything was in perfect working order. Armor was another vital component of the soldiers' equipment. Made of leather or metal, depending on availability and cost, armor protected soldiers from serious injuries. Helmets, shields, and breastplates were common, each piece playing a crucial role in personal defense. Mobility was important, and armor was designed to provide protection without compromising agility on the battlefield. Beyond weapons and armor, soldiers carried maintenance and survival tools. Knives, axes, and digging tools were used to set up and dismantle camps, cut firewood, and perform other essential tasks. These items were multifunctional, adapted to the varied needs of military life. Logistics of transport and storage were also a challenge. Carts and pack animals were used to transport heavy supplies and equipment. Efficient organization of these resources was crucial for the company's mobility, allowing them to move quickly and respond to threats or opportunities as needed. Maintaining equipment was a collective responsibility, with each soldier trained to care for their own weapons and armor. Discipline and attention to detail were essential, ensuring that each item was always ready for use. This attention to maintenance not only prolonged the lifespan of the equipment, but also increased the soldiers' confidence in their combat tools. The equipment and weapons of the soldiers in the Great Catalan Company were more than just tools of war. They were extensions of their skill and preparation. The ability to maintain and use these items effectively was a testament to the discipline and efficiency of the company, contributing to its success and longevity in a period of constant conflicts. The spiritual life and beliefs of the soldiers in the Great Catalan Company played a significant role in their daily routine, providing comfort and guidance amidst the uncertainties and challenges of military life. Faith was a source of strength and resilience, helping soldiers face adversities with courage and hope. Most of the soldiers were Christian, and religious practices were common in the camp. Priests or chaplains often accompanied the company, conducting masses and providing spiritual guidance. These moments of worship were opportunities for soldiers to reflect on their lives, seek forgiveness, and renew their faith. Masses were held in open areas of the camp, with all soldiers invited to participate, regardless of their hierarchical position. Beyond masses, daily rituals and prayers were part of the routine. Many soldiers carried religious symbols, such as crucifixes or medallions, which served as protective amulets and reminders of their faith. These objects were often blessed by priests, increasing their spiritual and emotional value. Faith also influenced morale and group cohesion. Belief in a higher purpose helped soldiers justify their actions and face challenges with determination. Camaraderie was strengthened through shared faith, creating a sense of community and belonging that transcended individual differences. In moments of battle, faith was a source of courage. Soldiers often invoked divine protection before entering combat, believing that their actions were aligned with God's will. This conviction helped mitigate fear and uncertainty, allowing soldiers to fight with greater determination and unity. The spiritual life of the soldiers in the Great Catalan Company was, therefore, an essential component of their daily existence. Through faith, they found strength, comfort, and a sense of purpose that helped them overcome the challenges of military life. This spiritual connection not only strengthened the individual, but also the community as a whole, making the company a cohesive and resilient force. The interactions of the soldiers in the Great Catalan Company with the local population were a crucial aspect of their daily life, influencing both their military operations and their survival and well-being. As they moved through different regions, soldiers frequently encountered local communities, establishing relationships that ranged from cooperative to conflictual. In many cases, the company relied on the local population for supplies and information. Soldiers negotiated with local merchants to acquire food, equipment, and other essential resources. These exchanges were often based on mutually beneficial agreements, with soldiers offering protection or services in return for the needed goods. The ability to establish positive relationships with the local population was vital for the company's sustainability, ensuring access to resources even in unfamiliar territories. However, not all interactions were peaceful. Sometimes, the company faced resistance or hostility from local communities, especially if they were perceived as invaders or threats. In these cases, soldiers had to deal with additional conflicts, which could divert resources and attention from their primary missions. Diplomacy and negotiation were essential skills for the company's leaders, who often had to mediate disputes and ensure local cooperation. Beyond commercial exchanges, cultural interactions also played an important role. Soldiers were exposed to new languages, traditions, and customs, which often influenced their own practices and beliefs. This cultural exchange enriched the soldiers' lives, providing new perspectives and knowledge that could be useful in their journeys. The presence of the Great Catalan Company also had a significant impact on local communities. The arrival of a well-organized military force could bring stability and protection against external threats, but it could also cause tensions and challenges. The company often left a lasting mark on the regions it passed through, influencing infrastructure, economy, and even local culture. Interactions with the local population were, therefore, a dynamic and multifaceted component of the daily life of the soldiers in the Great Catalan Company. The ability to navigate these relationships with skill and sensitivity was crucial for the company's success and survival, highlighting the importance of diplomacy and cultural adaptation in a constantly changing world. In exploring the daily life of the soldiers in the Great Catalan Company, we discover a rich and complex reality that goes far beyond the battles and conquests recorded in history books. Each aspect of this routine, from meals and health to camaraderie and interactions with the local population, reveals the humanity of these men who, despite adversities, found strength in unity and resilience. The daily routine of these soldiers was marked by rigorous discipline, but also by moments of leisure and camaraderie that strengthened their bonds. Food, though simple, was essential for maintaining the strength and health of the troop, while faith and spiritual beliefs provided comfort and guidance in times of uncertainty. The challenges they faced, both physical and emotional, tested their determination and courage. The ability to adapt to extreme conditions and overcome adversities was a testament to human spirit strength. Through cooperation and mutual support, they built a resilient community capable of facing the challenges of military life with unity and purpose. Interactions with the local population added a layer of complexity to the soldiers' lives, requiring diplomatic skills and cultural understanding that enriched their experiences. The exchange of knowledge and resources with local communities was essential for the company's survival and success, highlighting the importance of adaptation and cooperation in a constantly changing world. In reflecting on the daily life of these soldiers, we are reminded of the importance of valuing history and the people behind it. Each soldier in the Great Catalan Company had their own story, hopes, and dreams, which together formed a mosaic of courage and determination. By humanizing these warriors, we gain a new perspective on medieval military life, recognizing that beyond being fighters, they were individuals with rich and complex lives. Therefore, as we conclude this journey, we are invited to appreciate the depth and richness of human history, acknowledging that every person, regardless of their position or circumstance, has a unique and valuable contribution to our understanding of the past.